All right, welcome back, everybody. Little different video for you today. Might be wondering why I have these cards sitting in front of me here. These specific cards. Obviously, if you read the title of the video, you already know why these are sitting here. But talking about curios today. Wanted to bring you a little special video. The curio collection. A friend of mine decided that he wanted to throw thousands of dollars into the game and start collecting curios. Well, he's started with beta, and he actually has finished the entire beta curio, or at least the known curios. Maybe there's some small variant that we haven't discovered out there yet. A lot of theories have been thrown out online, and yeah, I don't know if anybody has the energy to go through all of their cards to really look at all the minute details and figure out what's going on. Honestly, the catches on some of these for the what's different in the curio is quite amazing. But today with us we have Kyle, who owns the cards themselves. And with him always is Garth. So give me just a moment and I will readjust this. There we go. All right. And that totally, let's move this down a little. Okay. All right. So, like I said, got an assortment of cards sitting here for you. Starting off, we've got two ordinaries in the video. Got Extinguish and Critical Strike. So might be wondering what those curios look like, because hey, I mean, we've opened plenty of packs, and I guess I believe that these all come in the or could be potentials in the foil slot. Sometimes they're going to be a little hard to recognize. Other times they are quite distinguishable. But we start with Extinguish. So this is your basic beta version of Extinguish. You see the green swirls there with flames coming up under the dude sitting in the center there, and it's a ordinary magic of guttering failure. So we take a look, and we've got the curio. So you can definitely see the difference between the two. The title of the card or the name of the card still the same, but then the description: ordinary magic of flickering failure. So you have your first difference right there, and then just the image itself. So next card up, we've got Critical Strike. This is the foil version of Critical Strike. This next curio comes in a foil version. And here we go. So obviously you can see this is one of those right away that you can tell the difference. I mean, it's got a huge, huge difference in the art itself. You got Vincent Pompetti here on the left that illustrated this Critical Strike, and Jeff Easley that did the illustration of this second Critical Strike. Guile Sirens. So this is the image for Guile Sirens. I believe this was a box topper in Alpha or in a promo pack or something, where it had different art in the non-foil version. This one here, Beta Curio, comes in the foil version. So you can see the different art between the two. Same artist did both of these, but this is the curio version in exceptional of the Guile Sirens. Syrian Templar. So we have the foil version here. Similar to Critical Strike, they did use an alternate art in foil. And we have our second one here. So you can see, again, just like all of the others, on the left here, it's an exceptional mortal disperses almighty justice. And then on the right is exceptional mortal, bane of all evil. So you can definitely, that's one that you might just think, oh, I got a foil, cool. And then you pull that, or you look at your other foils and discover that, oh man, I've got a curio. All right, so for our fifth, we have the Step. So this is the art that was used, Alpha Beta, non-foil version. there is another non-foil version, which is the combination of 2 cards already in the game with Crusade and Jihad. So, and again, I mean, this one here, both of them say step an exceptional sight of earth and fire, and they both have the same quote in them. But obvious difference you can see is just completely different art. So that is our 5th curio. 6th curio here, Shifting Sands. So this one is probably one of the 2 most difficult to, or 3 most difficult to tell the difference. So I'm going to see if I can zoom in, but you see the art, the artist and the copyright symbol with the beta symbol in there. We come to Shifting Sands. Now, both of these have the same name on them. In the alpha version, the copyright symbol that's in here is an actual copyright symbol. It did not have the alpha symbol that came with it, so they reprinted it as a curio, and we can see here alpha and beta symbols. So this one you find in the beta packs that just has the alpha. So the only real way you're going to tell is if it does show up in that, if that exceptional shows up with all of the other ordinaries, just kind of mixed in the middle there. Then you know you've got a curio. If you weren't paying attention and just opened things and sorted stuff, go through your cards and see if you can find that you've got that alpha copyright symbol. Next one here is the Adept Illusionist. So this one is quite the conundrum as well. It does actually have, I mean, this one says an elite mortal with duplicitous skills, and the curio version is an elite mortal with duplicitous means. Again, like I said, this is another one of those that's very hard to tell, but some of the telltale signs in it, got a couple things in there. You see the smoke here kind of comes towards the head of the guy on the right, and then you've got the smoke in the second one that's coming up towards the head of the guy on the left. There is a difference in the spell or whatever that's coming out from the Adept Illusionist hands. So you can see that this one is very thin and concentrated, and this one is a little more, what's the words I'm looking for here, a little more dissipated. And looking at the curio version, you can see that that is swapped. So that is our first elite. So the first 2 were ordinaries. These 4 were exceptionals. We've got 5 elites here and 1 one unique. So we've got the Black Obelisk. You can definitely tell a difference here. So just the cost to play has the Roman numerals instead of the number 3. This one is an elite monument of ominous aspects, and this one is actually an exceptional relic, looms over your domain. You're using older symbols, test symbols, I guess, when they were first producing the game, to tell you what happens with it, or what's going to be occurring with the Black Obelisk, in which they actually have very different abilities here. So this is your second elite in Curio. East-West Dragon. This one, fairly easy to spot. The card itself has a different name, so this is your beta version. So you've got the East-West Dragon that transforms into the West-East Dragon. Still has the same card title, still the same basically everything else. It's just this guy's flying the other way. They can still only move freely sideways, but one is east-west and the other is west-east. The Far East Assassin. So we've got an elite mortal with exacting aim, and you see the blade of the sword and the assassin's eyes looking in. And you come to the Curio version, which is supposed to be then just the reverse, or seeing it from the other angle. So you're looking in the one on the left through the through the eyes of the assassin, and this one, we'll call it you're looking from the blade itself. But like I said, this is an elite mortal with exacting aim, and then you have an elite mortal swipes from the shadows. And Infernal Legion. This is another one. I mean, it's fairly easy to tell the difference once you're actually looking at them, but shuffling through, I had a friend who opened one of these, and he didn't really realize that he had the Curio version until we started looking at what curios were out there. But slight difference. And this one here, the Curio version itself, has a lot more of white flames, a few different positions for the skeletons that are in there. A couple less skeletons that are shown in there, but this is an elite undead wreathed in hellfire, and the one on the right, the Curio, is an elite undead army in flames. This is the third one then that is quite difficult to tell the difference. The only reason you'd actually know the difference is because you opened a beta card or the Curio from the beta pack with an alpha symbol on it. So if you look, most of these have, again, the beta copyright symbol at the bottom next to the artist's name. And you look at the Spear of Destiny, and it's got an alpha symbol. Now, when this one came, again, I believe this one also had the copyright symbol in there, but a little something else. See if I can get a good angle, but if you look at the both sides of the artist's name, you'll see a little line coming out of both sides. When you look at the beta version, you do not see those, and that does not appear on the alpha version. But again, I believe that this one also had the copyright symbol on it instead of the alpha symbol. So that is the last of all of the cards that are in the beta set that come in Curio. Now, obviously, this collection wouldn't be complete for what is known out there if we didn't go into the cards that aren't actually in the set. So you've got the Water Castle. This was another kind of test card. It is a site. It's labeled as a legendary site. So I'm assuming that they were utilizing legendary as unique to start with, meaning you only play one if you're following rules like Magic or Flesh and Blood or something like that. Where if something was legendary, you could only play one in the deck or have one in play at any point in time. As well, I mean, the obvious difference as well with a site, all the Atlas cards are turned sideways. Now, with these Atlas cards, previously they had them upright. So that is our first non-set Curio. Our next one, same one that appeared in Alpha as well, Eric's Curiosa. Again, you look at the bottom and you can see the Alpha symbol in there, but tell me, if they're both alpha or they both have the alpha symbol, how do you know the difference? Well, it's the print quality. They used a lot higher image resolution on the beta set, and you can see a lot of it just in the names of the cards. I don't actually have the Alpha Curio here to really be able to compare the two, but you can tell if you look at them side by side. This image is a lot crisper. The lettering and everything looks a lot better. So, and the final, we're going to show you all four at the same time, but all of the avatars that came in the base set of Alpha or in the pre-con decks were done in a sketch version, and we've got all four sketch versions here. So we'll kind of look at each one in turn. Don't remember which is which, but a little junk in that one. All right, but yeah. So rounding out the completion of the at least known beta curios. Again, like I said, there might be something else out there that we haven't discovered yet that is so subtle, like the Spear of Destiny, like Shifting Sands. that you really can't really spot the difference right away. But wanted to get something a little special. This will be my 201st video that I've released. If you haven't watched any other videos, I started getting into sorcery when beta came out. Got excited for it. Had previously been running the channel as just a flesh and blood channel. Sorcery Beta came out at the right time. Was really excited for it. Felt a little stale myself on some of the flesh and blood videos, and decided to move into sorcery and start recording some of the sorcery. Whoops. Start recording some sorcery. So decided that we'd get into this, and myself and my friends, we all got excited for the game, started collecting, and Kyle, who I showed you there, went ham on buying curios and decided to get this collection. I don't know if he plans to move to alpha curios or not, but we'll that remains to be seen. Do want to give a shout out to the Cardboard Guide. Check out their YouTube videos if you haven't yet. They do a fairly comprehensive review of all of the curios that are out there. I think they recently kind of released the second half, or the latest updates on curios that had been found. So Kyle had worked with them, or was using their information to kind of gather and find what curios were out there, and working on their, got them through their Discord server, and as well checking out their website and their videos for a little more information there. So if you got some time and you're looking for some other sorcery content or other content just on cardboard games, check out their channel as well. Do appreciate everybody watching. Hit the like button, subscribe, leave me some comments, tell me what you think about this video. Might do some more collection videos in the future, so if I get some good reactions on this one, or people like them, I'll go through some additional collection things in the future. So appreciate everybody watching, and have a good one. Take it easy.